Amen. Amen, amen, and amen. A commanding officer is so sad. When the enemy gets their soldiers, they're willing to die, willing to do anything, and it's so noble and so amazing. But the bad guy people is just going to shoot the commanding officer and the soldiers and laugh that they're so stupid, and winning was that easy. Poor good people just don't understand the overly gross in the head. But it was really nice to drive around Del Webb a couple extra times today. I got to drive around Del Webb a little extra and check on all the children, check on everybody. I can't use Power of the P anymore, so they get what they get, but they're bitching and griping, but like it goes how it goes, people. You know what? So I checked on the children at Del Webb, and it felt so good that you can only drive 20, 25 miles until I was like, I'm not even gonna switch to 35. When you first go into Del Webb, you can drive 35. Then you got to go down to 25. I was like, nah, I'll just stay around 20 or something. This is so nice. It's nice to let your heart and your everything just rest a little bit. And when you've been doing deliveries and running around, it's really good for your heart to have any just peace or rest. So when you're carrying something too heavy and trying to push yourself, you're pretty much forcing your heart to pop out or pop or give out. So you don't want to do it too much. And that's the only reason I was saying, if they don't mind, you can just walk really quickly to the door. And it alleviates a lot of pressure and stress on the heart. And when you already have health issues, why hurt yourself any more or less than what you need to do to exert for work? But really, always remember what I say. I have always told you that companies won't care about you and your family when you die. So if you're going to ruin your whole life and your health over a paycheck, just remember that if you die, no one's going to care about your family, and no one's going to care that you're dead. Let me tell you something sad. I'm going to tell you something sad. Work-related death is more sickening than companies will ever tell you. Work-related death, companies never research for a reason. When you die, it's just a sad, sad death connected to their company, how sad and tragic they had health issues. No one has ever gotten up to research why people die too much with health issues at your company, or on and on and on, until it becomes so obesely disgusting that anyone would ever care. But this is now a murder-happy country. They're never going to care. So it's better to baby your disabilities, baby your aches and pains. And when you work at the Walmart, go to my queen, my queen, my queen, and drum on the power of Sam and the fact that he still has spiritual ownership of the company. And say, I know, my queen, my queen, my queen, that Sam still spiritually owns Walmart. And I'm working here and I'm disabled. I want to be safe. I want you to use the power of God to keep me very safe. I want the power of God to keep me very spoiled. I am disabled. But it doesn't hurt to just do little things to help yourselves when you guys feel too much stress and strain, too much pressure any which way. Take it a little bit slower. There's no such thing as no stress on your heart when it's a really big bag of dog food or something. So put the dog food down if you need to rest for a minute, and then keep going. And then put the dog food down again and keep going. Always remember that your life is everything. The fact that you have a heartbeat meant everything to God before you even got there. And put yourselves first.